Hey lovelies, it's Anne just coming to you live to talk about money today. I find that's one of my favorite topics to talk to my clients about too, and I thought I would share some thoughts with you today. So, the topic is how we view money directly impacts how much we earn. In fact, it actually impacts how much we earn, how much we spend, how much we save, how much debt we have, how much we invest, essentially, all things money. I know it sounds pretty obvious when you hear what you know, what I've just said, but as you hear what I share in this Facebook Live, you might see things from a slightly different perspective and not realize how much of an impact you are actually having on the money that you make or your views on money. So, if you're new here, I'm Anne, a business mentor and mindset coach, and I believe that no woman should have to choose between being financially independent and being present for her family. I also believe that the simplest way for women to do that is through leveraging this digital era. So, working online. Guiding women to build an online business so they can create a whole new level of freedom is what I do. Empowering women to own their worth and ditch their money blocks is who I am. And today I'm talking about money blocks. So, sometimes we buy out of necessity, right? So these are things that we need, things like food, a roof over our head, basic clothing, electricity, water. They are essential basic needs that we have, right? And then we have things that we desire. So there are things like holidays and luxury cars and experiences, right? And even designer clothing and so many other things, which, we want these things, we desire these things, but they aren't really necessities and we don't need them. So some people feel just guilty spending money full stop, right? Because they're always worried that they're going to run out and they spend their entire time in fear about every single dollar that they spend, including on things that they actually need. And when it comes to buying things that they want, oh my gosh, that's kind of like they go into analysis paralysis, into the deepest depths of scarcity, and they tend to take forever to make a decision. If you can relate, maybe share a "that's me" or something in the comments, just so there's no judgment, right? There are just so many different types of people in this world, and who we are often comes from the experiences that we've had, the beliefs that we have, how our parents behave with money, and so on. So, look, whatever way we spend money is fine, each to their own. It's just that the way we do spend money does impact the way we earn money as well, right? And those people who are so scared to spend money, right, who are so careful and really, really, really don't like, have this love-hate relationship with money, they're going to attract the same type of people into their business, right? And so that does impact how you earn. See, we attract who we are. And I'm not telling everyone to go out there and spend big just so that people will want to buy from us. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. It's just that the message I'm trying to share is that you need to be aware that your money blocks, and unless you change that vibration from which you do money, you'll always remain in scarcity, lacking what you need, right? Some people spend money that they don't even have, right? So that's like another extreme. And look, and I've been there sometimes too, so, um, and for some that can lead down a very slippery slope, into bankruptcy and so on. But for others, they just learn really good lessons from that and they don't do it again, right? Some people mix up their desires and their needs. And whilst this is kind of just a word, the energy that's attached to that word can make a big, big difference, right? To how they experience life. So when you change a want or a desire into a need, the entire experience of having what you desire or want changes too, right? The vibration changes and you approach that need from a place of lacking. So an example is you don't need a new dress or you don't need a new house. No matter how small your house might be, and you may have grown out of it and you might, want more space and so on, it's a want, it's a desire, right? And same with your dress, unless you have no dresses at all and you don't even own one dress and the only dress that you own is ripped, you don't need a dress, you want one. And that's fine, right? Wants and desires are things to enjoy. They're things to look forward to. They're things that raise our vibration. And when you enjoy that luxury and that experience that comes with your desires, your vibration immediately changes and rises, right? Because again, I'm going to repeat this. Need comes from a place of lack. When you're lacking something, you need it. Desire comes from a place of want. When you want something, you desire it, right? And that frequency is a much better frequency to be in, right? So it's a dreaming frequency and it's a positive one, right? Because people don't have low frequency dreams. Think about it. They would be a nightmare. But if you have a dream, it's exciting. It's something you look forward to. It immediately changes the vibration that you feel and that you emit. So when it comes to my business, I only want to work with people who want what I offer, right? I don't want to work with people who need coaching. No one needs coaching, right? People who think they need something, they're really needy. And I don't mean that in a mean, nasty, negative way. It's just that if they're in that space of thinking, oh my God, I really need this. I really need this. I need this to work. And they want to work with me, it's kind of a nightmare from the start. I prefer that person who says, oh my gosh, Anne, I really want to work with you. I know you're going to be able to help me in all these different areas, and I just want to up-level my business, and I just love the support and the accountability and your expertise and your knowledge and everything else that you have to offer. And that's why I want to work with you. I've been dreaming about this. This is what I really, really want. That's who I want to work with, right? Can you see the difference in the whole energy around someone who needs and someone who wants? So I want people who want my coaching. I get to love making money with people who love to pay me, right? I love buying things. And I love paying for things that I love too. If you only buy what you need, you'll only earn what you need too. Guaranteed, right? Because why would you earn more? You don't need it. So, again, I'm not talking about buying things, fancy things, just to look rich. That's not what it's about. But it's about feeling the abundance. It's about feeling rich, right? You never need luxuries. You never need these desires. But that's the vibration to attract more. So allow yourself to dream, right? You don't actually have to go shopping. You don't have to spend lots of money now. I'm just saying, allow yourself to dream so you can get what you want. Because because if you have a dream, that's the start, right? If you don't want for anything, then you won't get it. So when it comes to investing, also people question whether they need the investment. Of course you don't need to invest. You never need to invest. You don't need to invest in an investment property. You don't need to invest in stocks and shares. You don't need to invest in a coach, like I keep saying. It's about the want, it's about the desire, right? So when I choose to invest in a coach, I'm choosing to invest in that experience that I'm going to get with working with someone who's just a few steps ahead of me, who's got what I'm next wanting. I'm paying for the growth, the up leveling, and that whole experience, the support, the accountability, and all of that. I don't need it. I've actually got enough already, but I want it. I want more. So, as I mentioned, you attract who you are. And, you know, I am incredibly grateful for so many things in my life. I have an amazing life, a very, very blessed life, right? My family, my health, my home, my business, my clients, this community, the money in my bank account, and so much more. So much gratitude. Like every single morning I wake up and I'm grateful. Every night when I go to bed, I think about all the things that I'm grateful for. I have so much, so much to be grateful for. And I never once miss paying a bill or even complaining about the number of bills that I have, because I know that I have got incredible products, incredible services in exchange for those bills. And therefore, I am grateful. I'm grateful for every bill that I have to pay. So I'm sharing all of this with you just to give you something to think about, to change your story around money. Because when you do, your life will change, right? If you're happy with where everything is right now, keep doing what you're doing. You don't need to change anything. But if you have a desire, then start dreaming, no matter how little or how big it is. Get excited about it. Create a vision board. Start picturing it. And that is how you'll manifest it. Even if today you have no idea how you're going to get it. The how will come, but you need to want it in the first place. You have to have the desire in the first place. Dreams and desires are the energy of abundance, happiness, joy, right? we never kind of grumpy, miserable, sad, lacking when we're in that headspace. So share in the comments. I would love to know, what are your dreams? What are your desires? What do you want?